graduates, please take your seats. The ceremony will begin shortly. Will the audience please be seated so that the faculty processional can begin? Out of consideration for our degree candidates, we ask that you please silence your cell phones. Thank you. Good afternoon, graduates and guests. Welcome. I am Irene Chen, Professor of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering and Vice Chair of the Faculty Executive Committee. It is my privilege to serve as Faculty Marshal for our school's 62nd commencement ceremony. Family and friends of our graduates, I am very proud to present the 2026 graduating class of the UCLA Henry Samueli School of Engineering and Applied Science. The graduates seated here today represent the finest of their generation. Some of our graduates have been given special distinction as awardees who are identified in our printed and digital programs. Graduates who are wearing gold forages have achieved academic distinction and will graduate cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Those wearing yellow and blue forages are being recognized for their service, either as recipients of the Chancellor's Award or as students who are not graduating but are assisting with today's ceremony as student marshals. Will all of our awardees and those of you wearing forages please stand so we may recognize you. Thank you. Please be seated. And now, if you are able, please remove your hats and mortarboards and rise for the national anthem, which will be performed by members of Cadenza a cappella. Bioengineering Bachelor of Science candidate Jacqueline Dobre. Computer Science Bachelor of Science candidates Vishaka Bhatt, Lavinia Lay, and Uma Upasani, and Electrical Engineering Bachelor of Science candidate Sanjana Kale.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, members of Cadenza a cappella. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Ah-Hyung Alyssa Park, Professor of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering and Civil and Environmental Engineering, and the Ronald and Valerie Sugar Dean of UCLA Samueli, who will welcome you all and extend congratulations to our graduates on behalf of the school.
Hello. Hello. Hello, and welcome everyone. Class of 2026, parents, family, and friends, welcome to UCLA, the 60 seconds commencement ceremony of the UCLA Henry Samueli School of Engineering and Computer Science, Applied Science. And special welcome to everyone joining us online. Whether you're watching it from home or somewhere far away, we're so glad you're joining us this special day. And mom and dad in the audience, how exciting to celebrate your brilliant students. You guys really prepared well all these students for their undergrad lives at UCLA. Thank you. Class of 2026, this joyful moment wouldn't be possible without the love and support of your families and friends. So let's take a moment and thank them with a big round of applause. I've been UCLA almost 3 years. Time goes by really quickly. I think I met you when you guys are sophomore or when you just transferred to UCLA. I was walking through the campus the other day going to my office, and it was very sunny, as always. But I saw some of you laughing and making last memories on campus with your friends. And I thought, wow, I work here. And these are my students. I know some of you are wondering, I think some of you actually asked me why I always smile. I smile a lot, and also I walk around campus very fast. I think some of you mentioned. I think it's really nice to have a smile on my face when I see sparkles in your eyes. I think those sparkles come from many different reasons. The curiosity for learning, or the exciting projects you've been doing with the clubs, and also the friendship you built. But it is so wonderful to be a part of this amazing family of a school, which is the family of UCLA Samueli. Over the last few years, I've had great opportunities to meet many of you. You remember pizza on the patio? It was fun, right? Pizzas were great, and I think that free food is always a great catalyst to bring people together. But more than that, it was so wonderful for me to share and learn about your dreams and your goals in life and your career path. But not only that, what do you think about humanity in general and where technologies are going? Through these interactions, I've over and over again found you're not only brilliant students, but also full of positive energy, ambitious dreams, and a deep love for our school. True Bruin engineers. That's why I'm so proud and honored to stand here today alongside our dedicated faculty, staff, and your loved ones to celebrate your accomplishment and the bright future together. It is a very interesting time for engineers. And we engineers and computer scientists, not only do we solve challenging problems, and we are very good at that, but over the last decade or so, we've been creating technologies out there which change the way people talk to one another, connect to each other, and learn from each other, and even how society evolves. I think that's a very interesting time, and what we create for the future, not only for a few fellow engineers, but for the society is amazing. So, for example, artificial intelligence has taken off in a major way. It has become the technology shaping and changing the world. Today, everybody has AI on their fingertip. You don't need to be an engineer to use AI, not at all. From smartphones to autonomous vehicles and wearables. Rapid advancements in AI-driven technologies will benefit people around the world. At UCLA Samieli, as many of you seen, last 2 years we had a huge growth. We have actually hired 33 new brilliant faculty members. Some of them are in the audience here on the stage, and many of them are AI experts and other technology experts. And particularly what was important to UCLA was that not only they're expert in AI, how AIs can shape other technology areas. So they're experts in domain-specific areas such as precision diagnostics, personalized healthcare, safer transport systems, stronger financial security, and better global connectivity. At UCLA Samieli, we are approaching this whole new AI future by connecting us stronger to the industry. We thought it was very critical. So with our bold vision, we launched the UCLA Semiconductor Hub a few weeks ago. Some of you attended that exciting event, haven't you? 5 of the world-leading companies, Broadcom, Meta, GlobalFoundries, Synopsys, and Applied Materials, joined us to create the hub for the semiconductor future in the AI age. Together, we'll accelerate, empower innovation for entire semiconductor ecosystem, from chip design and software to foundries, packaging, equipment, automation, and cloud infrastructure. But more than anything, the most importantly, I think students like you will have amazing opportunity interacting with these companies and learn from them face-to-face and even having a lot more hands-on experience. It is especially meaningful since UCLA Samieli is the birthplace of Broadcom. I think many of you know that. Triple Brown engineer Henry Samieli, you see his name everywhere in our school. He started this Broadcom, small company at the time, with his own students 35 years ago. I think I see many of the future Henry Samielis in the audience today. It's really exciting. As Henry said at the Hub launch event, it was like completing the full circle. He started at Engineering 4 with his own student and went to the real world and actually brought it back to UCLA to create even bigger circle, advancing this amazing technology of semiconductor for the future for the entire world. And as you are a part of this technology innovation history and future of UCLA Samieli. As engineers and computer scientists, we aim to create technology that broadens access and improves lives. We respond to challenges head on. We step up, put our knowledge and skills into action to help people. Because that's who we are. One of our core values is being innovative, determined problem solvers with compassion for others. I'm confident that you have what it takes to be true leaders in this exciting future. To the guests here today, I want to highlight just how much our graduates have accomplished. First of all, they're amazing students who got into UCLA Samieli, one of the most applied to and most difficult to get into in the country. I don't think you and I can get into UCLA Samieli against these students. They're just simply amazing. Well, that was just the beginning. Our students have worked very hard through a demanding curriculum in a fast-moving quarter system. They power through challenging classes, many problem sets, and hands-on projects. In addition to all those classes in their majors, they even took elective classes to explore new ideas and venture beyond their field with a technical breadth requirement.
Everyone's seated already. We're in
And finally, they completed a senior capstone design course. If you're an engineer, you know what it means, right? You learn so much. Hopefully you're not still finishing that project now, right? Hopefully it's done. Senior capstone design project is kind of highlight of what engineering education is. All the fundamental knowledge they learn first 3 years, and they'll put it together as a team and try to solve real-world technical problems. Some of these projects will sound familiar to our graduates. Bioengineering, a fully automated device for detecting low concentration analytes in large volume urine samples. Chemical and biomolecular engineering, electrified ammonia and ethylene plants converting renewable electrons to high-energy molecules. Civil and environmental engineering, geotechnical design project for United Airlines East Maintenance Hangar and Ground Support Equipment Complex. Computer science, had fun building an FPS game with a whole new experience of being in a game. Electrical and computer engineering, valve safety detection device using IMU sensors, a high-frequency microcontroller, and low-latency actuation identifying sudden free fall and activating a fail-safe response. Well, the size of weight I work with, I don't really think you need that device, but it's nice to see you guys are developing very neat devices. Mechanical and aerospace engineering, drone drop, precision payload deployment with an autonomous sky crane. And last but not least, material science and engineering, design of a stronger titanium alloy face insert for driver and fairway metal wood golf clubs. Aren't they all exciting? Bruin engineers and computer scientists, I'm so proud of you. You did it. You finished all your classes, completed all your degree requirements. You have reached a major milestone in your life, graduating from one of the best engineering schools in the world. Congratulations. Graduates, we know how hard you have worked to get here and how little sleep you had. We are counting on you, our newest Bruin alumni, to take on some of the most challenging, pressing challenges of our times and in the future. Climate change, AI machine learning, health and wellness, aging infrastructure, sustainable energy and materials, smart manufacturing, smart exploration, and more. These are grand challenges with immense societal impact. These are great opportunities for engineers like you to make a real and lasting impact on human lives. Not all of you will enter the workforce as engineers or computer scientists. Some of you will pursue careers in business, law, medicine, education, public policy, and even in sports and the art. That's fantastic, because the problems we face don't just belong to one field, and they need bright minds who can work across the multidiscipline, and engineers, we know how to do that very well. Whatever path you choose, your engineering education, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial mindset you gained at UCLA Sami Eli will serve you well and equip you with the tools to succeed. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff of UCLA Sami Eli, we are so proud of what you have accomplished. We cannot wait to see how you will engineer positive change and help make the world a better place for everyone with your excellence and compassion. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Park, for your warm welcome to the graduates and their guests. It is my pleasure to now introduce our student speaker, Computer Science and Engineering Bachelor of Science degree candidate, Arav Gupta.
2026. Make some noise! My name is Ariv Gupta, and I have spent the last 4 years having a blast with you all. To our faculty, staff, and my brilliant peers, it has been the honor of my life to walk from childhood into adulthood with you all. I still remember my first conversation at UCLA. My new roommate, Jason, and I somehow meandered our way into talking about the three-body problem, because that's just the kind of stuff we do here. The three-body problem is a question in classical physics. If you take three objects, each pulling on the other with gravitational force, and put them in a vacuum, what happens after you set the system in motion? Now let's consider the same problem in a different system, the human condition. Since we're engineers and we've spent the last 4 years learning to solve hard problems on the spot without the use of any external resources, we might as well show our loved ones what we got. And we'll start with first principles. We each have three bodies of our own. Number one, our mind, and its hunger for knowledge. Number two, our body, the thing we feed and rest and push and sometimes completely neglect. And number three, our world, the career we have, the bread we get, and the people we feed with it. And every single day we wake up and try and juggle all three with only two hands. Now, UCLA has done a remarkable job setting us up with some great initial conditions. Our minds have been sharpened, our worldly prospects are bright, and thanks to the Hill, we've definitely gotten our steps in. Pause for laughter. But there's a fourth body we've overlooked, one that no class has prepared us for and no GPA can measure. And that is our heart. Not the organ that pumps blood, but the place we go to find out how we feel. Research says there are over 100 distinct human emotions. And yet when someone asks us how we're doing, most of us say, good, or all right, or fine. We've spent so much time thinking that I believe we've forgotten to feel. If I asked everyone what 2 + 2 was, you'd confidently tell me 4. But if I asked you what it meant to be happy, or what it meant to succeed, we'd all say something completely different. Success is a feeling, not a well-defined phrase. And it is all too easy to create a life in which I am successful, but I don't feel successful. I want to tell you about two people who I feel are the definition of success. My mom and my dad, there. My mom and my dad came from India with a couple $1,000s to their name. My dad put himself through his master's degree, teaching classes and working whatever odd jobs he could find, including one at a laundromat. And my mom worked at Home Depot. The sacrifice they made to get me here is incalculable. And for a long time, I thought, well, the best way to honor their sacrifice is to outwork everyone, to push harder, achieve more, and never settle. And yes, I still believe this to a degree, unintended. we do a disservice to the people who pave the trails we tread if we run through our lives without ever stopping to enjoy the mountains. They did not work hard so we could be miserable. They struggled so we could smell fresh air and listen to the bees and experience life at 1 times speed. We've all been given something my parents didn't have. The luxury of asking, how do I feel? The space to push the envelope, not just on what we build, but on the depth of emotion we feel while we are here. This is not a betrayal of their struggle. That is honoring it. Physicists and engineers spent centuries trying to solve the three-body problem. And they concluded it is mathematically impossible. The only way to know how it evolves is to let it unfold. And the same goes for us. The only way to know how our lives will unfold is to live them. So we might as well have fun while we do it and juggle our priorities with a smile. We'll drop things, but we'll pick them up again. We'll even turn one into an orange, sneak it out a B plate. Know it, and forget to eat it later. Look, there is no right way to live. The only way is yours. So let's stop trying to divine our trajectory or perfectly predict our orbit. There is no justifying our place on Earth because we are already here. So get up, get wild, and feel something. You already have everything you need. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arif. Now, I'm pleased to welcome back to the podium Dean Park.
What a great speech. I really enjoyed that. I don't know, I need to learn how to juggle now. I think my balls are more than 3, maybe 100. Now it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce our 2026 UCLA Engineering Commencement speaker. Joan McGuire is a trailblazing drone engineer whose longtime leadership in the aerospace and defense industry. Her work has made a profound impact on our understanding of the solar system, from the gas giant Jupiter to the moon and our planet Earth. She's indeed one of the coolest engineers I ever met. At TRW, which later became part of the Northrop Grumman, Joanne worked in the company's civil and military space divisions and business development. She started as an engineer analyst and over 28 years rose to the vice president and deputy CEO of its space and electronics sector. She joined Lockheed Martin in 2003 and became its very first female officer as executive vice president of space systems in 2006. That's really amazing, isn't it? In that role, She oversaw an 8.6 billion enterprise with more than 18,000 employees across company sites in the Bay Area, San Diego, Denver, New Orleans, and more. She worked with NASA for their major milestones, including the Gravity Recovery and Interior Laboratory, or GRAIL, which created the most accurate gravitational map of the moon to date. The Juno mission to Jupiter, which has unveiled some of the planet's secrets, including its wild atmosphere. And perhaps most exciting, she was involved with the early design for the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle, which we just saw orbit the moon earlier this year. Among her many honors, she was the first woman to receive Caltech's International Van Karman Wings Award, which honors aerospace industry pioneers. She has received the Space Foundation's General James E. Hill Lifetime Space Achievement Award, and she's also a member of National Academy of Engineering, which is the highest honor for any engineers. Joanne retired in 2013 after an amazing career, but she continued to serve on many boards on industry as well as nonprofit organizations. But of course, her heart is at UCLA. So here at UCLA Samieli, Joanne has been a generous supporter for our students and faculty by endowing an undergrad scholarship, some of you received, and a faculty chair. And also she funded many of the undergrad research projects. She has also been a long-standing member of our Dean's Executive Board. Her decades of industrial leadership really provide invaluable guidance as our school navigates the challenge of the 21st century while maintaining the world-class education program here at UCLA Samieli. And if you ever want to see her in person, her amazing personality, and have a wonderful conversation with her, there's a high chance you'll spot her at the women's basketball game. We had an excellent year, haven't we? Joanne exemplifies the very best qualities of a true Bruin engineer: excellence, resilience, and commitment to success. I'm thrilled that she accepted my invitation to deliver this year's commencement address. Please join me giving a warm welcome to Joanne McGuire.
Thank you so much, Dean Park, for that very generous introduction. Esteemed faculty, alumni, honored guests, proud families and friends, and most importantly, you, graduates of UCLA Samieli School of Engineering class of 2026. Today we gather to celebrate something profoundly impressive. Not just degrees earned, although that's impressive, but transformation realized. A few years ago, you arrived here with potential. Today, you leave with exceptional capability. You leave knowing not just how things work, but knowing how to make things work. This ceremony marks the end of one demanding chapter and the beginning of another even more consequential one. During your time here, you solved equations that resisted you. You debugged systems that refused to cooperate and wrestled with problems that did not yield to first, second, or even third solution attempts. You learned the language of mathematics, the rigor of science, and the discipline of design. And in doing so, you proved something essential. When faced with challenge, you persist. This resilience, I am certain, will serve you well. Engineering at its heart is not simply a profession. It is a way of thinking. It is the habit of asking why, the discipline of deciding how, and the responsibility of deciding whether. That final question, whether we should, is the one I want to emphasize today, because it leads us directly to the subject that may define your careers more than any technical achievement: character. You are entering the world at a time when engineers and computer scientists wield extraordinary power. Algorithms can shape public discourse. Chips and processors can influence opportunity. Infrastructure determines who is protected and who is exposed. Systems you design may impact millions of people you will never meet and who will never know your name. That is a humbling truth, but it is also a call to responsible engineering. Engineering is not neutral. Every design embeds values. Every constraint reflects a choice. Every optimization favors something and someone. Whether you acknowledge it or not, your work will shape behavior, distribute risk, and define trade-offs. And when the consequences are real and human, technical excellence alone is not enough. The world does not just need engineers with smarts. It needs engineers with character. As an alumna of UCLA, I've been a decades-long fan and supporter of UCLA women's basketball. Standing here in Pauley Pavilion, I would be remiss if I didn't salute this year's national champions. Go Bruins! Yeah. At the same time, I hear the echoes of head coach Corey Close's favorite saying, "Talent is your floor, but character is your ceiling." Know-how and talent are the foundation upon which all engineering worth doing is built, but character is what enables engineering to achieve its full potential. Without it, innovation becomes recklessness, efficiency becomes exploitation, optimization becomes indifference. With it, engineering becomes service. Integrity is often spoken about in broad, abstract terms, but for engineers, it is deeply practical. Integrity means you won't manipulate data to confirm a conclusion you want. Integrity means you surface risks, even when everyone claims it's good enough. Integrity means you refuse to ship something unsafe simply because the schedule demands it. Integrity means you speak up when no one else wants to, and sometimes when it may cost you. These examples sound obvious, right? And yet they can demand real strength of character. That strength is built by making muscle memory of doing the right thing in the small moments. There will be moments in your career when cutting a corner seems harmless, when changing an assumption seems minor, when ignoring a warning feels expedient. Use those moments to form the habit of doing the right thing. In those moments, remember, engineering failures are almost never the result of ignorance alone. They are the results, frequently, of compromised judgment. Bridges do not collapse because engineers forgot physics. Software does not fail spectacularly because people forgot how to verify code. Disasters typically occur when someone knew and said nothing. Now, as you might expect, with a decades-long career in aerospace engineering and management, I had my share of these character-testing moments. One came in 1998. Oh my gosh, you weren't born yet. Oh well. Came in 1998 during the final assembly and test for NASA of their Chandra X-ray Observatory. Chandra was due to be shipped from our facilities in Redondo Beach to Florida for integration on the Space Shuttle for launch. This 5-ton, billion-dollar-plus space telescope was, not surprisingly, behind schedule. But the one-of-a-kind shipping container, made to emulate the Space Shuttle bay, was loaned to NASA by another federal three-letter agency, and it had a firm return-to-lender date. It was approaching too fast. To meet that date, the project team proposed shipping the incomplete telescope in the container and separately shipping its 2 solar wings to Kennedy Space Center, then doing final integration of the vehicle's solar wings at the launch site. So as the company's senior leader for NASA programs, I wasn't shocked to get a call from NASA's top executive for space science. Ed asked my opinion of this approach, which his own NASA team was advocating. I took a deep breath and said, Ed, this would involve first-of-a-kind operations at Kennedy for my team. We would need to not just integrate those 25-foot-long tri-fold solar wings, but to confirm their proper deployment in this new setting. A handling incident could be very costly for both of us in schedule, dollars, and program reputation. While I recognize, Ed, how uncomfortable it will be to go beg that other agency for an extension on the shipping container, these government agencies are actually highly competitive, not just for resources, but for missions, said, I know how hard this will be for you, but I'm convinced that's the best course of action. I waited through a long pause, and Ed said, thank you, Joanne. That was my instinct as well. Now, as I recall, the shipment to Florida was delayed about 8 weeks. The shuttle integration, launch, and deployment of Chandra were flawless. And Chandra's 5-year design life was exceeded by over 2 decades, unlocking countless insights into astrophysics and the evolution of our universe. Your character is tested not when the answer is obvious, but when it's inconvenient. Today, you graduate with impeccable credentials that tell the world you are capable. But capability is only the beginning. Your reputation, how you are known by colleagues, teams, customers, and communities, will not be built solely or even mainly on how brilliant or skilled you are. It will be built on whether people can rely on you, whether they believe your estimates, whether they trust your assessments. Certainly, demonstrating competence informs that trust. But at the end of the day, your reputation hinges on whether those who must rely on you are confident that you will put honesty, safety, and responsibility first. Trust is slow to earn and fast to forfeit, and once lost, no amount of technical expertise can restore it. In the years ahead, I predict you will see exceptionally talented people sidelined, not because they lacked intelligence, but because they lacked integrity. You will also see people of seemingly average ability rise to extraordinary influence because they were principled, consistent, and courageous. Character not only counts, it compounds. I have some bad news for you. Over the course of your career, you will fail. Every engineer does. You will design things that don't work, launch projects that miss the mark, and make decisions you wish you could undo. Failure itself is not a moral flaw. What matters is how you respond when it happens. Integrity requires honesty about failure. It requires owning mistakes rather than concealing them, fixing problems rather than assigning blame, and it requires humility, the recognition that no matter how advanced your degree or how impressive your title, you will never be finished learning. Some of the most important words you can speak as an engineer are, I don't know. What do you think? I made an error. These are not admissions of weakness, they are demonstrations of strength. I had a colossal failure pretty early in my career, and I had a key role in designing the attitude control system of a major new spacecraft. The on-orbit deployment and checkout of this spacecraft was conducted from a remote, and I do mean remote, overseas ground station. After 6 weeks, I was the last of our LA-based design crew to head home, turning over the keys to the vehicle to the ops crew midday, catching a flight to the nearest connecting airport 3 hours away. I was rudely awakened at 2 a.m. in my layover hotel by an insistent phone ringing. It was our customer's top guy saying the vehicle had had a significant anomaly and had entered safe mode. Would I come back to base to help troubleshoot? Of course, I was on the next flight back. 8 hours later, I was sitting at the console, poring over telemetry logs, detailing the vehicle runaway condition that had triggered safe mode. A sickening feeling came over me as I discovered that the anomaly was due to my mistake. A sign error in the computation of a seldom used attitude update had introduced a large false correction signal to the control system. The vehicle had spun up in response, and fortunately, fail-safe speed limits were tripped, putting the spacecraft in a stable, safe mode. Double-checked my findings, proposed fix, and then with some trepidation, briefed management, the ops crew, and the customer. I experienced firsthand that day what I always aim to model later as an aerospace leader. The space community has a strong, solutions-oriented culture. There was no energy wasted on retribution. It was all about repair and recovery. Detailed plans for the fix and recovery of normal operations were developed over the next few days, and I helped oversee their execution before leaving the ground station for the last time, I hope, to return home. I am confident that that entire experience ultimately improved my credibility, my colleagues and management, and I know made me a better leader. Now, engineering, you guys know this, is a team endeavor. No system of any scale or import will be built alone. The myth of the solitary genius is glorified, but unbelievably rare in real engineering life. I'm sure you've already observed this. Real engineering happens across disciplines, on whiteboards or Slack, design reviews, and late-night lab discussions. Teamwork means listening before insisting. It means crediting others freely. It means actively encouraging voices that may be overlooked simply because they are quieter, newer, or different. Speaking of difference, diversity of perspective is not a nice-to-have in engineering. It's not woke. It offers huge technical advantage. Systems designed with homogeneous perspectives are at heightened risk for groupthink blind spots. Engineers with character actively seek out dissent. They see disagreement not as a threat, but as a safeguard. They want their ideas pressure tested, early and often. The best engineers do not ask, how do I prove I'm right? They ask, how do we make this better? Many of the tools that you use today will be obsolete within a decade or less. Entire platforms will rise and fall. Fields will merge, split, and reinvent themselves. Some of the jobs you will hold in the future do not yet have names, but your values must endure. Engineering progress without the moral compass of values is not advancement. It is acceleration without direction or guardrails. You will face pressures, financial, competitive, organizational, to move faster than wisdom allows. Integrity is the throttle that keeps speed from veering into recklessness. At its best, engineering is a service profession. It exists to improve human life. Whatever your field, the ultimate measure of your success will not be what you build, but whom it serves. The most meaningful legacy is not disruption for its own sake, but contribution. Not recognition, but reliability. Not headlines, but lives quietly improved because you did your work with care. Graduates, you leave this institution with remarkable skills and with a responsibility that matches them. The world you're entering sorely needs solutions. It needs intelligence, it needs creativity, but above all, it needs engineers and computer scientists whose character is as unquestioned as their talent. Be engineers whose word can be trusted. Be engineers who do the right thing when no one is watching. Be engineers who measure success not only by what you create, but by the standards you refuse to lower. Design boldly, but build intentionally. Innovate freely, but act responsibly. Lead confidently, but remain accountable. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go out there and engineer tomorrow's world.
Thank you, Joanne, for sharing your insights and advice with the graduates. Each student has worked hard and is deserving of our recognition. Out of respect for each degree candidate, we ask that all in attendance remain until the conclusion of the entire program. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dean Park, I present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree from the departments of Bioengineering, Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Computer Science, Electrical and Computer Engineering, Materials Science and Engineering, and Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. Candidates, you will be directed by the student marshals to come forward row by row to your right to the top of the stairs. When your name is called, please walk across the stage. Let's begin.
Antoine Howdy. Cameron Riley Leary. Vivian Lee. Caitlin Elizabeth Nguyen. Seth Michael Farrell. Ivan Clyde Buyan Villacruces. Asher Yunwee Kim. Cristobal Velasquez Arvizu. Nathan Deravong Chu. Eric Gregory Chakoyan. Ethan Cheng. Ryan Ta. Jiwan John Yoon.
Christian Ewan Michelle. Sorrel Takara Robinson. Tala Ardestani. Maya Wilhelmina Davlovich. Hudson Martin Roddy. Sadie Elizabeth Stout. Kalika Nuruddin.
Ethan Alexander Chen. Joseph Zhang. Fiona K. Wong. Darren Wok Dat Bui. Russell Kyle Cruz Munji. Brian Richard Lude. Joshua Kaito Kobayashi.
Hans Andrew DeDios. Mason Jones. John Thomas Jordan. Cole McCulloch. Isabel Peichi Griffiths. Natalie Keolasi Rodriguez.
Ella Blue Lee. Berna Chen. Celeste Cam Papanen. William Keegan Dennehy. Michelle Wei Sheng. Henry Tang. Elkin Wong. Kieran James Turner. Avinash Swain.
Mark Udiang Luzuriaga. Andrew Zhang. Dylan Kinmin Chan. David Jimmy Lopez. Esteban Valencia Rubio. Mia Prisbis. Ashley Santos. Helen Rivera. Ariv Gupta. Sydney Sabater. Hushi Patel.
Abhirami Ramakrishnan. Valerie Cardenas Costilla. Kai Aiden Alexander. Bailey Noel Lutis. Sophia Lei Han.
Marissa Rose Lupo. Adia Mariam Amini. Brandon Chi. Ulysses Jesus Para.
Las Candelas Resendes. Christian Jarrell C. Rudy Paraiso. Vincent James Vaughn. Ryan Clark Boer. Sue Peng Tut. Allison Heiser. Brianna Gone. Iris Nola Sloan. June Moon. Sung Jun Kim. Andres Blanco. Rachel Lynn Jin. Jade Liu. Spencer C. Clark.
Stephen James Norrell. Adam John Chambers. Joseph Jackson Polat. William Jasper Burns. Gabriel Alexander Sanchez. Ryan Trust. Sophia Joy Hilliard. Darren Ray Heung Chin. Richard Chen. Tet Min Kant. Christina Costa Di Nova. Sean Sun. Stephen Andrew Lewis. Ankit Pathak. Andrew Tian Shin Su.
Joseph Caleb Manio. Jeremy Sheen Shen. Jade Doratan. Joshua Shi Hua Zhu. Samuel Luke. Sean Shuang. Joshua Lee. Joe Lin. Jacob Chun. William Smith. Charles Andy Zhu. Aaron Chang. Roland Daniel Yang. Jason Duke Vu. Jason Wan. Kaina Wayne Kiakona.
Jack Preminger. Michaela Chu. Diana Irene McGrory. Stanley Wade. Ian Murray. Adrian John Dumagin. Justin Kamai.
Nathan Eric Lee. Kai Wang. Ivan Tran. Gabrielle Denise Townsend. Zoran Ruby Etkin. Zachary Pico Rosen. Ashley Kira Chang.
Jonathan Zhouhui Shu. Arav Dogra. Ved Joshi. Michelle Yuaning Zhao. Daniel Donghan Wang. Alan Liu. Jerry Yao. Ryan Chung. Jonathan Wong.
Larry Le Ji. Ethan Lai. Diyala Jamal Omar. Aniyat James Maksat. Brandon Shihabi. Norjal Alikram bin Mohammed Noor. Sarah Elizabeth Meadows. Brian George Velasquez.
Rhea Jain. Shreyas Ramkumar Kasya. Arjun Sham Nair. Randall Robert Reza Jr. Ian Tsai. Walker Nelson. Neil Johnson. Daniel Eugene Mitchell.
Jack Christopher Coleman. Jonathan Adam Patras. Pranav Paranam. Parsa Hajipur. Bak Xuan No. Anish Pal. Justin Yenny William Humphreys. Kareem Dibbs. Atij Mahesh.
Kate Elizabeth Johnson. Sarah Grady. Emma Catherine Neal. Catherine Archer. Anthony Eduardo Siigani. Morgan Catherine Malloy. Kelsey Emma Dignan. Jason Yuan. Cindy Nader. Shad Hisham Abu Hussein. Christine Grace Jingfang Yang. Omar Fayaz. Bruce Chang. Ethan Minville. Alexis Rojo Aguilar. Oscar Alberto Rivera.
Owen Van. Preston Mitchell Kim. Rodolfo Andres Ruiz. Aaron Adamian. Devin Mario Scott Von Tickner. Ryan Lee. Matthew Huang Nam Nguyen. Alexander Michael Kano. Ryan Alexander Cullen. Josh Seungmin Choi. Jasmine Vong.
Megan Liu. Nadine Hassania. Laher Tendel. Abdurraham Ahmed Al Arfa. Mohammed Anwar Mansour Al Ramadan. Samuel Kim. Jonathan Chun. Yuchi Zhang. Joshua Caleb O'Brien Suckety. Renata Mary Flippo. Haley Nicole Sharma. Dachi Mikadza. Parami Songsang. James Benjamin.
Ruth Reyes. Anaí Barajas Bautista. McKenna Rudy. Alan Raw. Sanjit A. Menon. Rahul Mohan. AJ Krishnan. Rahul Khanna. Mihir Sanjay Kulkarni. Sanjay Saikumar. Tejas Bharajwaj. Nishant Ray. Chris Jingnesh Patel.
Kyle DeVoe. William Wong. Adrian K. Poo. Nathan Chen. Karen Masoya. Jonah Tillotson. Ryan James Matson. Samantha Areli Lopez. Eric Rosas Gonzalez.
Alicia Lee. Emma McIntosh. Stephen Adam Beld. Evan Ballou. Jeremy Nguyen. Baron Akira Okita. Ryan Liu. Ryan Lafond. Braden V. Sochirantna. Sage Marie Smith. Costa Lecas. Brandon Chung. Isaac Fukumura White.
Amelia Drew. Selena Yu. Claire Shi. Christine Gabrielle Manalo Palayo. Lexis Victoria Shea. Clarice Francine Sampson Angeles. Christopher Michael Garcia.
Carlos Alvarez Rivera. Sujal Ayush Kumar. Alexander Vera. Alex Daniel Lee. Kristen James Arceno Santos. Richard Liu. Jackson Miles Song. Anthony Hyunmo Sung. Lauren Merhan. Andrew Keith Wan. Joyce Yu. Rebecca Kara G.
Jimmy Daniel Fang. Adam Hernandez. Daphne Nguyen. Rania Goma Mersal. Abigail Romana Rios. Din Juan Duong. Eileen Merva Ertash. William Edward Duncan. Trisha Aiko Tanaka. Timothy Yihang Liu. Ethan Fung. Eric Tron. Barun Shaikur. Enoch Minho Lee. Andrew Cardona.
Leo Zhao. Gregory Scott Payton. Heron Yang. Jorge Bernardo Arias Belzer. Bibi Anna Richardson. Sophia Gladkevich. Kayla Jillian Chung. Hannah Grace Ellen Tenney. Joaquin Groover Raymond. Jonathan Jace Britton. Gabriela Amatangelo Block. Rachel Ford. Aliyah Akbar. Patricia Ochoa.
Nida Sakina Yarkhan. Elizabeth Lauren Han. Sanskriti Shindadkar. Lotus Ufandu. Ryan Vu. Benjamin Xie. Ryan David Cord. Jason Cole. Kevin Yuen. Erica Tran. Derek Mengshi Wu.
Felicia Fiona Chen. Connor H. Lim. David Yu Wei Su. Sophia Lee. Jenna Lee. Clara Lee. Lana Dang. Christy Fan. Jat Him Cyrus Wong. Joanne Junaidi. Kachik Gazarian. Carson Lee Chiavati. Rohan Kumar.
Impana R. Chimalagi. Brian Kwan. Alexander Chin. Gabriel Castro. Rose Wong. Lizette Chu. Nathan P. Chu. Ivan Ma. Kurt Garewal.
Jesus Alberto Muñiz Garcia. Joseph Hu. Vivek Alumutil. Kai Perez. Sofia Mariel Beninati. Allison Mackenzie Olivia Arndt. Nico Trey Pinati. Alberto Adrián Hernández Jr. Ademole Aiden Xavier Turner. Evangelos Christofides.
Jonathan Allen Espinoza. Cindy Basile. Emily Ernesova. Ava Raymer. Tu Bok An Win. Ye Jin Ha. Kim Lei Nguyen. Nathan O. Ganesh Koka. Leah Catherine George. Joseph Cardoza O'Shea. Anthony Vieira.
Archie Powell. Lily Colbert. Alexandra Dachamurti. Ryan Kuba. Colin Sheng. Elijah Brown. Emily Claire Fee. Allison Shea. Brian Chang Chen. Connor Dury.
David J. Han. Brandon Tran Lei. Hannah Tien Truong. Ting Yu Gong. Champ Marion Liudi. Nicholas Manukian. Win Nguyen. B Nguyen. Jiachi Tong. Eduardo Angeles Sanchez.
Andrew Maldonado. Marius Genton. Jake Young. James Andrew Weiler. Loic Sasaki Bayo. Yash Goyal. Liam Omar Saeed McGlynn. Polak Parikh. Antara Sodi Chug. Calvin Kirsten Wicks. Sam Yoon. Casey Dean Tarbett. David Benjamin Decker.
Nicholas Conception Veracruz. Ryan Teo. Michael Farrell. Alan Chen. Prithi Cootie. Don Lee. Matthew Ibrahim Alder. Tal Kanarik. Philemon Chan. Luke Yamaguchi.
Chen Chung Chai. Oscar Chen. Henrik Gustav Brockman. Brian E. Hao Tan. Ashley Tai, Laila Lau, Ajuni Grewal, Crystal Zhang Chan, Alice Matsuda, Amy Han, Felipe Jr. Figueroa Lopez, Stuart King Shan Lim, Vincent Tong, Justin Fang,
Matthew Owen Chandrako, Jovan Aurelius Wijanto, Johnny Alexander Yousefi, Derek Dat Nguyen, Adam Amir, Abid Ahmed Rashid, Omar Lejbi, Tukbir Rahman, Asib Garfinkel, Daniel Shabbat, Shreyas Tulsi, Sean Siran Tang, Jing Chao Luo,
Justin Tang, Oliver Wang, Abbas Ali Gachan, Ioannis Achilles Nitsos, Mehmet Arif Bajak Silsilar, Theodore Patsis, Krisanti Prensa, Christoph Latska, George Svanodimos, Cyrus Hamid Mursafian, Garrett William Army,
Charlotte Marie Fuertes, Raj Jain, Vikram Nagapudi, Michael Karapetian, Bo Preston Brummel, Lam Luong, Thomas McConnell, Ryan Rocco Collier, Matthew Sai, Alexis Kajimat Rakino, Sydney Bump, Rika Nicole Lumagbas Kanlas, Hetvi Nilai Trivedi,
Wesley Look, Ian Noé Morales, Audrey Liu, Helen Rand, Caitlin Juhana, Kara Taiko Trum Susilo, Madeline Miyuki Doi, Aaron Chuck Gamboa Ing, Laura Karras, Amanda Paige Chan, Caleb Kyowan Lee, Pratosh Menon, Eduardo Jaramillo Vergara, Bulent Sarp Yelsilyurt, Ayan Dastagir Raina, Kevin Lai,
Sean Valmiki Hunsrud, Alexandra Wren, Anushka Nayak, Arka Sharma, Jennifer Mena Jimenez, JC Dylan Enriquez Alipio, Enrique Velasco, David Kill, Huntington Cole, Aiden B. Gold,
Fahim Murad Watwania, David Zhang, Saif Abdelaziz, Nicholas Wong, Michael Lan, Sonav An Agarwal, Tom Binford, Caitlin Michel, Jasmine Herrera, Daisy Anais Santos Hernandez, Michelle Mendoza Cortez, Lisa T. Dan,
Donna Zhang, Tasin Ahmed, Pravir Singh Chu, Gayatri Eleswarapu, Ryan Yang, Howard Huang, Peter Duke Huang Nguyen, Kevin Viet Nguyen, Samuel Junyi Yu, Aiden Robinson, Marvin Dang, Ian Chen,
Chan Yu Kim, Jean Kung, Ryan O, Mateus James Barrand, Evan James Chang, Jonathan Liu, Aditya Rao, Pranav Subaraman, Rishabh Sharma, Jason Tian,
Will Steinberg, Ishan Gupta, Anusha Chatterjee, Anika Balakrishna, Darlena Wang Williams, Cheryl Wu, Nisha Agarwal, Brecker William John McDonald, Idali Jimenez Garcia, John Enzo Garrigian, Jeannie Gao, Catherine Lim, Min Khoi Din Nguyen,
Anna Lee, Alyssa Patanapibun, Eason Yatsun Tung, Andrew Jaewon Choi, Lucas Chen, Hao Han Chen, Tarun Anavajula, Joshua Ung, Silent Wang, Rayan Lin, Sungju Kong, Alston Cao,
Brian Lin, Janice Hurtado, Navery Paredes Ortiz, Isaac Ho, William Ariel Chandra, Todd Glenn Bell, Janice Hu, Joanna Doe, Gerardo Alexis Lozano Miranda, Zikong Lei. Angel Isaac Cabrera. Nicole Ordaz. Michaela Ejipo. Victoria Da Silva. Brandon Cash Skarka. Jeffrey Zhu Wang.
Lina Nguyen. Javin Gali. Alex Chen. Vikram Arumogan. Lucas Brady. Jaden Ethan Cerrone. Edwin Ramon Negrete. Baba Mehindu Kalasuria. Iris Jimenez. Chantel Valderas Lázaro. Yasmin Narade Estrada. Alex Su. Ginkgo Cowenbergs.
Arnav Vora. Tu Feng. Ryan Ye. Ishan Chattervedi. Priscilla Boo. Sammy Gosho Himida. Tai Hwan Kim. Linus Kim. Bing Hong Mi.
Jing Ying Lin. Santiago Milanovic. Rachel Minji Shim. Melody Maye. Adiba Hawk. Sparsh Jory. Jacqueline Debray. Vishaka Bhatt. Sanjana Kale.
Lavinia Lay. Uma Upasani. Aaliyah Breen. Tomo Watanabe. Kevin Valencia. Kentaro Lawrence. Ryan Hiley. Maritza Fuentes. Mariana Navarrete. Marco Caillou Fung. P. Lee. George Gang Zhou. Andrew Hong.
Jacob Shale Arnold Goodman. Ramaditya Kota. Gabriel Rodriguez Cortez. Melanie Rebecca Mendez. Ana Cocolina. Hannah Catherine Kendall. Joanna Fang. Shi Yu Ye. Isabella Machado Lanning. Nicholas Michael Holman. Rachel Yen. Stephen Tin Trung Nguyen. Alan Lin. Rakil Kim.
Harmony K. Su. Chida Chai Mong Kong. Eric Wu. Gotsa Anand. Arunan Alamara. Damon Win Lee. Emily M. Huang. Jenna Bilal Saade. Robin Chu. Iman Sultan Alipur. Ivan Lin. Luke Daniel McNaughton. Min So Choi.
Nathan Hong. Agustin Michael Solis Fuertes. Joseph Florentino Cisneros. Albert Khan Kwok Lee. Arthur Zhou. Sachi Sachin Bayani. Dichana Partipan. Alexa Nadia Fakimi. Keshav Narasimha. Teo Juto. Ahel Chitarasu. Ryan Benjamin Tang. Joanna Fang.
Rahul Swaminathan. Mark Allen Lacuna. Patrick Vincent Usis Jimenez. Elaine Xiao Chu. Oscar Monk Platt. Tyon Nguyen. Michael Amadeus Wang. Christian Daniel Solano. Isaac Pinto. Maya Jasifovska. Maria Campo Martin. Wyatt Mikali Deverell. Toby Marcel Gaidar. Elizabeth Rose Libertor. Leo Zhang.
Isaac Haygood. Trevani Bradshaw. Nathan Damtu. Jean Ali. Olana A. Abraham. Christopher Oluwakemi Lupeda. Brian John Buchanan. Thurston James Stone. Jashika Prasad. Sarah Bashandi. Sailesh Gunasilan. Raul Ravi. Arnan Gangla.
Abhishek Nadella. Varun Vena. Satik El Tepu. Arnav Kushwa. Rohil Kalra. Partiv Anad Nair. Jonathan John Lamb. Connor Steigerwald.
Akhil Rahim Ali. Connor Wang. Sayan Gong. Harshvardhan Giri. Abdullah Almani. Lindsay Lee. Tony Jajay Zong. Firas Batwa. Sky Eden Margalit, Lion Alrayez, Sho Nishino, Julian Gewaskin Ungar, Joseph Sup, Shelby Faldy, Patrick D. Mulligan,
James William Larios. Kelvin Hua Jiang. Jolene K.L. Chan. Miriam Danielle Alberto. Mark Lionel Diaz. Narek Kachikian. Isaac Venegas.
Adrian Alberto Garcia, Andrew Rubio, Ciclali America Rodriguez, Wanda Janice Barahona, Jeremy Dimas, Yair Dimas, Silas Joseph Ramelli, Jacob Suda, Jason Herman, Nathan Punjatawiko, John Lee, Alvin Yunpan Zhu, Skyla Polishuk, Keshif Tandon,
Luis Ruiz. Jesus Plata II. Steve Isaac Briones. Isaac Adon Chavez. Lorenzo Gabriel Cova. Rogelio Rodriguez. Michael James Pace. Eduardo Conrado Zuniga Hernandez. Rahut Tayudamkul. Greg Sung Griffin. Conrad Kistler. Jason Ma. Cody Mongold.
Philip Wong, William Chen, Umar Mohammed Salim, Cooper Sprocket Downing, Eli Whitaker, Christopher Stewart Orr, Sydney Terry, Elizabeth Marie Van Blomestein, Hunter Jensen, Thomas Hoyt Pickett,
Herschel Dudukuri Subnis. Zach Fish. Eduardo Medal. Brian Vega Gonzalez. Ronaldo Roberto Garcia. Hector Daniel Gil Morales. Omar Chavez Quevedo. Michael Sickner. Jacob Moore. Omid Janani. Yash Bagat. Ian Daniel Markzak.
Tabert Bui, Nicholas Frederick Borkovich, Juni Alexander Mireles, Parth Mahindra Kasmalkar, Anthony Sam Wang, Colin Alexander Choi, Allison Lily Liu, Isabel Wong, Ethan Amber Hopkins, Leia Elaine Vigneault, Adam Aragon Van Leeuwen, Olivia Marceline Pilson,
Akarsh Reddy Legala, Susanna Sun, Kaylin Chung, Jennifer Lee, Elizabeth Moe, Noah Sepulveda, Sasha Rubinsky, Grace Ann Wilson, Quincy B. McCall, Samyuktha Rajkumar Sridevi, Candice Back, Bina Komu, Petunia Tanya Rizzo, Natalie Avalos, Taruni Ro Manam,
Aideen Mozafari, Georgia Rose Tratalange, Anna Bomer, Kirby Caroline Johnson, Sarah Ann Taylor, Annika Huang Ann Brinkerhoff, Emma Elizabeth Dickinson, Michaela Michelle Maroney, Lauren Elizabeth Darshenkovich, Heidi Elizabeth Kinsey, Riley Derrick, Ryan Masahiko Fukunawa,
Andrew Wynn, Oscar Henry Schacht, Elisaville Gwen Marie Fontanilla Estrada, Hugh Chan Park, Hugh Jean Park, William Dow, Audrey Lauren Liao, Jackson Tabish, Aditya Ashwin Niwalker, Brandon Huang Viet Nguyen, Brianna Nicole Bayless, Madison Sarah Hashibi, Alicia Yu, Amir Sasha Terraverdi, Eli Stein,
Nicholas Bailey, Sophia Gulmini, Aoi Taomoeda, Rachel Tang, Ramiza Ahmad, Asila Miriam, Irene Liang Huang, Rina Sowan Jun, Jenny Ren, Charlotte Moore, Michael William Bunty,
Skylar John Nee, Joshua Jiashu Hwang, Anik Marika Arts, David Foman, Lena Khan Wynn, Dylan Michael Warner, Dylan Robert Wanch, Sahana Rao, Abigail Kathleen Brooks, Lida Goodykunst, Elizabeth Gale Zaki. Patrick Dye. Isaac Yi Ren Tai. Rakesh Selvaraj. Sean Xiaofang Xiong.
Kevin Wong. Bryce Maxwell Wong. Brian Liu. Heidi Alicia Hu. Arshnur Daliwal. Adrian Rosario. Suresh Sachin Saswade. Jerry Fang. Eugenia Cho. Marvin Jackie and Mock. Laras Marandoyu. Joshua Alexander Burpee.
Christopher Zhang. Mario Flores Martinez. Zachary Zimmerman. Amanda Mai. Brittany Chen. Sean Rowe King. Michael Kojestagon. Gabriel John Makatula. Daniel Michael Ludlow. Scott Kinnick Bloom. Daniel Hughes. Cheryl Anand. Devin Brandon Jayati.
Manas Gantla. Theodore Kasaver Smith. Jason Liu. Kevin Duong. Charles Zhu. Arul Mather. Patrick Lee. Alex A. Mayo. Celine O. Kevin Hong. Ian Shi. William Huang.
Zhorong Lu. Constantine Sanchez. Richard Zhou. Edmund Wang. Longxing Bai. Aoran Li. Zhexiang Ji. Siddharth Alok Girdar. Jonathan Anthony Frisbee. Mike Yu Odoguro. Sebastian Robert Chavez. Joseph Tang. Giorgio Christian McHale.
Marco Jorge Valadez. Hannah Maria Jared. Jiatian Shek. Julia San Juan. Jordan Ben Tritasavit. Ethan Dasa. Dibin Wu. Xiaojian Zuo. Matthew Lee. Daryl Samuel Partigor Morado. Ashmin Kaur Mahal. Kevin Ellis Brown.
Wilson Zhen. Tom Cabrera. Donovan Se-hyung Lee. Carlos Alejandro Alvarado Palomo. Ria Kur Sangera. Wendy Suwai Kang Mapaya. Jared Espinoza Houston. Lady Christina Cobo Corden. Andrew KY. Alec Hiroshi Oshino Maklis. Matthew Chandler. Anthony Fang Ching Yu. Parth Nitin Pangdure.
Sanjit Sarda. Matthew Alexander Link. Anisha Gayatri Narurkar. Keira Sunil. Matthew Lee. Helen Shu Fang. Andrew S. Wang. Jason Shuha Zhang. Joyce Chen. Peony Mong. Ashley Elise Christen. Fiona Heron.
Jonah Powlick. Liliana Marie Figueroa Perez. Ethan Henry Barron. Michael Jeffrey Coe. Max Fukuhara. Kevin Chen. Nathan Chan. Nishad Isaac Elias. Caleb Liao. Kira Chi Ray Ko. Sakshi Thudi Reddy. Michelle Sun.
Jerome Teo. Aaron Tan Kang Yeek. Navika Jitendra Lodia. Shivani Hukeri. Frederick Ming Zhang. Alexander Chen. Claire Chen. Areni Dellis. Carly Rose Gray Tyran. Alana Louise Carmody Brown. Gabriela Christina Munn. George Grigor Gregorian. Jacob Jack Atajian. Vivek Garg. Shivam Kapoor. Ben Thiessen.
Nayala June Bingener. Savannah Irene Diaz. Julian Nathan Claris Gautier. Andy Ma. Patrick Chan Park. Tony Sung Hwan Jun. Joy Chang. Eric Yu Yang Wang. Maxine Wu. Lavina Y. Yu Chan. Shenran Chen. Jason Thomas Chan.
Alexis Lee. Sanika Kumar. Jenna Reese Laquada. Ashley Ruby Juarez Gonzalez. Ryan Kalkali. Edward Liu. Gerard Agravante, Cyrus Hashemi Asasi, Charles Bowen Zhang, Jack Bird, Skylar Shi, Jianyi Li, Mirjana Vujovic,
Eric Huang, Jason Liu, Akash Sai Madiraju, Henry Huang, William Zhao, Surya Subaru, Sahas Kohli, Arnav Jain, Ishan Gar, Tianrun Yu, Wan Qian,
Sophia Sharif, Shubham Kumar, Eric Jin, Haik Isayans, Amaris Ezagolian, Ian Matthew Utnemeyer, Gregory Masmanian, Matthew Eric Kashishian, Justin Milley, Amelia Salamacha, Nima El Yazi, Nadine Anhan Satinyan, Sophia Nila Satinyan,
Noor Elise Sayedi, Nicholas Michael Callan, Peyton James Kavanaugh, Daniel Sanchez Cruz, Kevin Alvarez Campos, Allison Chang, Megan Sarah Jacob, Adrian Chen,
Matthew Lemuel Manzurian, Evan Michael Aceves, Antonio Mendoza, Diego Palma Lopez, Gustavo Juan Castrejón, Derek Sail Rubio, Rohan Sharma, Aniket Verma, Kush Agarwal, Akshansh Krodia, Harshul Amin, Bhai Kabir Singh, Ariam Bajaj,
Bill Lee, Ming Shin Liu, Maddox Yu, Victoria Choi, Andrew Huang, Albert Dong, Chi Wei Chen, Marcus Sivayev Rojana, Isail Victor Montoya, Joshua Shu Awan, Matthew Ara Tutuanjian, Biraj Chajed, Chuotong Lee, Ethan Marcus Kata,
Alp Inego, Alexander Hartman, Maheswari Rajkumar Bashi, Sriya Ravi Char, Melody Chien, David Blake D, Mikey Bui Choi, Teresa Lee, Travis Hoi Win, Lance Tang Jiang, Theo Conroy, Chanakia Reddy Gidipali, Naila Zia, Ashita Singh, Ratika Kakar, Audrey Maria Emis, Megan Emily Clark,
Zane Labute, Alex Puga, Sina Gadimi, Imarali Shankalili, Michael Parker Muzzin, Shahab Besharatlu, Cameron Nathan Fish, Jia Han No, Daniel Fernando Oviedo, Sean Chunson Boo, Benjamin Roberto Avalos, Diana Chu,
Andrea Beatriz Asper, Melina Jasmine Eftekari, Tanisha Agarwal, Will Spiller, Katrina Chen, Lou Oceanus Martin, Benjamin Hua Min Ha, Andy Gonzalez, Alexander Charles Neary, Caitlin Srinivasan, Vince Wendell M. De Jesus,
Rufin Clay Ilagan Villanueva, Paolo Incenzi, Shubhav Suri, Angela Tan, Angela Howe, Eileen Wenqing Chen, Yuting Hao, Christina Sudhukian, Anna Gerzuska, Aram Petrosyan, Terry Y. Kit Lee, Leor Gabe, Muhammad Hanif Bauzan, Jesse Masao Kimi Brelka, Jacob Haramia,
Ava Shamali Guevara, This Lady Fabiola Hernandez Gutierrez, Jaskaran Singh Gakal, Akash Singh Hussain, Edgar Reyes, Duke Wong, Julian Eduardo Montes Aquí, Julia Claire Baistos Wright, Gwen Miller, Tina Zhou, Krish Kant, John Guo Nalon, Solomon Ta, Kevin Le, Anthony Katang Wong, Matthew Duck Nguyen. Jeffrey Leo Jiang. Ren Sung.
Colby Ye. Sophia Ruiz. Yinan Q. Angelina Yalda. Rabun Ishmam Haider. Adele Tazhibi. Daniel Cole. Michelle Fan. Zain Sadiq. Nathan Kwang Min Lei.
Adrian Selman Thwani. Thomas Saba Moshi. Alexander Lee Henderson. Taylor Daniela Brooks. Sophia Rose Boganeski. Vera Pecker. Emily Rong Rong Sun. April Yue Sun. Alexandra Sofia Bautista Olivar. Amanda Lin Shu. Shannon Wong. Florence Zhao. Julia Gu. And our final graduate this afternoon, Ashutosh Hara Sai Kandala.
Will all of the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise and remain standing?
Candidates for the bachelor's degree, this is indeed a proud moment in your lives. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Candidates, please remain standing.
Graduates, we now have one final act to complete to make your commencement official. In the centuries-old academic tradition, a student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on the right side of the cap. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left, and by doing so, joins the select company of graduates. The moment has come for you to join that illustrious group. Graduates, please turn your tassels.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Members of the class of 2026, you have so much to be proud of. You are challenged in so many ways, but you have succeeded in overcoming all the obstacles to be here today. You have earned so much, and are ready for the next chapter, even more valuable than the knowledge you've gained and are the lifelong friendship you've gained with fellow Bruins. Together, you're now officially UCLA graduates and lifetime members of the extended Bruin family. Class of 2026, congratulations.
Before we conclude the ceremony, I would like to acknowledge the contributions of the many faculty, staff, and student volunteers who have worked very hard to make this ceremony possible. Graduates, please remain seated until after the faculty and official party have left the stage. You will then join the recessional. Class of 2026, family and friends, congratulations!